Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dolby here, and welcome to Zombie Map Showdown Episode 2. In this episode, we're going to be looking at Verruckt and Numa. We're going to be seeing what is the overall better map between those two maps. If you guys haven't seen Episode 1 of Zombie Map Showdown, link will be in the description below. In that video, I compared Shadows of Evil to Garage Crovey, so if you guys want to see that, a link will be in the description below. But let's move on to Episode 2 of Zombie Map Showdown. So for this one, we're going to be looking at Verruckt and Numa, so two maps from Call of Duty World at War and two maps from Zombie Chronicles. Both these maps are awesome for high round attempts. I love going for high rounds on Numa, and I love going for high rounds on Verruckt. I find both these maps super easy to go for high rounds, and just overall so fun to go for high rounds. Out of Zombie Chronicles, these two maps are probably, close to the best on Zombie Chronicles, just because they're just awesome to play, and again, they're super good for high rounds. But which map is better for high rounds? Now, when I look at high rounds, I'm going to say that Verruckt is much easier. There's more camping spots on Verruckt. It's just overall easier to go for high rounds, in my opinion. Numa, it's a bit more difficult, but you still can, and it's still super easy. But in my opinion, Verruckt is much easier for high rounds. Verruckt is definitely the better map to go for high rounds. I mean, it's easier, and it's just overall more fun. So for high rounds, I gotta go Verruckt as the better map for high rounds. So all you guys know that there's no real Easter eggs on these maps, so it is kind of hard to compare them. So basically, it's basically going to be based off of which map is overall more fun to play. So for high rounds, Verruckt is much better, but just the overall setting of the maps. Now, which map looks nicer and which map has a better setting? Numa is based, in the jungle, which is awesome, but Verruckt is based in an insane asylum, and I just find that super awesome. I mean, the fact that we have a zombies map in an insane asylum, that's pretty cool. And I remember when the Verruckt trailer came out and when I started playing Verruckt, I was just super hyped because, we're going into an insane asylum for zombies. That sounds scary. Now, the map wasn't really scary, but it does sound like it could be a very creepy map. And it is a creepy map. I mean, you hear screaming. It's just an overall creepy map, and I really like that. Numa definitely had the better graphics because it was based in the jungle, but Verruckt just had the overall better setting. I mean, again, in the insane asylum, it just sounds super creepy, and Verruckt has a better setting than Numa, but Numa does have better graphics. If I had to choose the overall better map, it will definitely be Verruckt, and the reasons why is because, again, it's super easy to go for high rounds and much more fun than Numa, in my opinion. Plus, Verruckt was the first ever map to have perks. For the first time ever, we saw Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speed Cola in Verruckt for the first time ever, and it was the first ever zombie DLC map. And plus, the setting of the whole insane asylum is much more cool than just in the jungle, in my opinion. So the overall better map is Verruckt. Now, I know this video is very short, and the reason why is because there isn't really much to compare these two maps on. These were World at War maps. There was no Easter egg or nothing like that, so basically it was just based off which map is more fun, and in my opinion, Verruckt is the more fun map. So for Zombie Map Showdown Episode 2, Verruckt takes it and Numa loses. So that is it for the video, guys. Next episode, Episode 3, is going to be much longer than this, I promise. Again, it was World at War maps, not much to compare on, but I promise that Episode 3 will be much more longer and more in-depth than this one. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. This has been Episode 2 of Zombie Map Showdown. I'm Dilby, and I'll see you guys in another one later.